Natoya Goule won the 800 meter, but Shericka Jackson finished a shocking 5th, and Kirani James had a small upset in their events at the World Athletics Continental Tour Silver meeting in Bellinzona, Switzerland on Monday. Care for more details? Make sure you stick with me to the end, as there is other exciting news for you. So without any further delay, let's get into the video. Shericka Jackson comes in 5th at Bellinzona, while Natoya Goule wins the 800 meter loop in Jamaica. Jackson finished in 11.19 seconds. This was 4 days after the Diamond League 100 meter final in Zurich, where she came in second to Jamaican teammate Shelly-Ann Fraser-Price with a time of 10.81, and then won the Diamond League 200 meter final. Marie-Josée Talou of Ivory Coast won the race in 10.86, which was 0.08 seconds slower than Fraser's record. Since August 10, when she broke the African record with 10.72, Talou has gone under 11 seconds 6 times. Daryl Nata, who won a bronze medal at both the European and Commonwealth Games this year, came in second with a time of 11, just ahead of Egypt's Bassat Hamida, 11.07. Also in this year's NACAC champion, Jamaica's Akeem Blake came in 4th in the men's 100 meter with a time of 10.09 seconds. Brandon Carnes of the United States won in a surprising way. He ran 10.04 seconds from lane 8 to beat Commonwealth Games champion Ferdinand Omanyala of Kenya and Kendall Williams of the United States, who both ran 10.05 seconds. Damian Thomas of Jamaica finished second in the man's 110 meter hurdles with a time of 13.38. Jamal Britt of the USA won in 13.18. Brazil's Rafael Pereira came in 3rd with a time of 13.41. Jamaica's Antoinette Knight came in 3rd place in the women's 400 meter with a time of 52.23. Lada Vondrova of the Czech Republic won with a time of 51.6, which was faster than Lavie Nielsen of the UK, 51.72. At the meet, Natoya Goule was the only Jamaican winner. The Olympian and world finalist pulled away with 200 meters to go to win the women's 800 meter in 1:59.08. She had finished second in Zurich. Anita Horvat came in second at the World Championships with a time of 2.76, just ahead of European bronze medalist Anna Wheelglass, 2:01.24. So, what do we have in other news? Spain closes a European Athletics Championship for history with 10 medals and 26 finalists that invite us to continue dreaming. With 4 golds, 3 silvers, 3 bronzes, and several chocolate medals, the Spanish team finished 3rd in the medal table. The Spanish national athletics team arrived in Munich with the idea of repeating, at least, the successes achieved in the previous European Championships, held in Berlin 4 years ago. A milestone of 10 medals that has not only been met but also improved, despite the fact that in the global calculation of medals, the figure is exactly the same. In this recently completed Continental Championship, the Spanish athletes have shown that the work of previous years, emphasizing daily effort and pampering the lower categories, translates into successes and finally, after many disappointments, be able to look at the great ones face to face. Already at the World Cup in Eugene last July, the illusion broke out with force in a disbelieving crowd that trusted again, and the good staging on the German tartan has definitely awakened the euphoria. 4 golds, 3 silvers, and 3 bronzes, to which must be added a total of 26 finalists, with several of the so-called chocolate medals for the 4th places, that confirm the leap in quality and ensure a more than promising future. Next is Duplantis' first loss in over a year. The Swedish pole vault genius had not lost a competition since August 26, 2021 in Lausanne. Mondo jumped 5.81 and bit the dust against the Filipino Obaina 5.91, led by the legendary Vitaly Petrov. The Filipino Ernest John Obaina, with the best jump of 5.91 meters, won the meeting in Brussels Memorial Van Dam, the penultimate appointment of the Diamond League, surprising the great favorite in the pole vault, the Swedish Armand Duplantis, who had not lost for a year and stated a mark of 5.81. Obaina, whose personal best is 5.94 meters, completed a perfect contest in contrast to the performance of Duplantis, who paid dearly for his technical failures and was unable to exceed the bar of 5.91 in the 3 attempts he had, and he fell well short of his record of 6.21. Duplantis said at the end of the year test that he did a lot of things wrong technically. It's weird for him to jump the way he did. Maybe he needed a wake-up call to improve his jump. He concluded that he had to come back next year and do something more special for the people who came. The last time Duplantis lost a test was on August 26, 2021 at the Lausanne, Switzerland meeting of the Diamond League. Since then, his track record has been extended with the Indoor World Championships in Belgrade and the Open Air World Championships in Eugene, the European Championships in Munich, and he twice broke the world record he holds with 6.21 meters. For his part, the Asian became one of the great protagonists of one of the most magical appointments of a diamond that World Athletics has devalued for its ambition to include more and more meetings. Obaina's coach coach is neither more nor less than Vitaly Petrov, the forger of the Russian Yelena Isinbayeva, the best pole vaulter in history. Now, let's talk about one of the stars of the World Championships in athletics, Armand Duplantis. Mondo comes from breaking his own world record in the pole vault with 6.16 meters. On an indoor track, he is 6.2 meters. He is the European indoor and outdoor champion, and also the indoor world champion. But he was silver in Doha 2019. Like Sydney McLaughlin, the Swedish Armand Duplantis has managed to become one of the great figures of world athletics despite being only 22 years old, and will arrive at the World Championships in Eugene as the great favorite to hang his first universal ortho in the open air. The Scandinavian had already been European champion in 2018 at the age of 18 with 6.05 meters, junior and sub-23 world record. But the following year in Doha, he showed his only sign of weakness in major competitions and could only be silver with a best jump of 5.97, the same mark that gave the title to American Sam Kendricks. Saying that he is his greatest rival is especially important. If Duplantis is clearly above 6 meters, none of his rivals will dare to complicate his life. Not even the American Chris Nilsson, the reborn Brazilian Thiago Braz, gold in Rio 6 years ago, or a Renaud Lavillenie who fails short to revive old laurels. By the way, watch out for the Norwegian Pal Hogan Lillefoss, who was already risen above 5.86 at just 21 years old. As for the Spaniards, the pole vault continues to experience a serious crisis, and once again, there will be no representatives either in the male category or in the female category. What a pity. Next up, the Italian Abdelwahed testing positive in Munich could give Danny Archie a bronze. The Italian athlete Ahmed Abdelwahed, silver in the 3,000-meter obstacles of the recent European Championships in Munich, is provisionally suspended after testing positive in the competition in the Bavarian capital. And, in case of confirmation, the Spanish Danny Archie, who was fourth, would get the bronze medal. The gold medal went to Finn Topi Raitanen with a time of 8:21.8. Abdelwahed finished second with 8:22.35, followed by another Italian, Osama Zalglami, 8:23.44, and Danny Archie from Burgos, 8:25.0, while Sebastian Martos from Jaén finished sixth with a time of 8:26.68. While awaiting counter-analysis, Abdelwahed tested positive for meldonium, a drug used to treat heart problems but included as a metabolic modulator on the World Anti-Doping Agency (WADA) list of prohibited producers. The Russian tennis player Maria Sharapova was suspended for 15 months for this same substance. The athlete declared his innocence when he took to the air that he had never taken the substance voluntarily and is waiting for the sample data to see if it could be contaminated. Next, here are the details on Wilhelm Bolosian's announcement that he was stopping training with Ketty Cham. After 12 years of collaboration with his coach Ketty Cham at Crest des Abîmes, Wilhelm Bolosian decided to give new impetus to his career and separated from his coach. The 27-year-old hurdler, deprived of the World's and the European Championships this summer due to an injury, a partial lesion of the tendon at the upper insertion of the left hamstrings, which he is still treating, needed to get out of his comfort zone, says Romain Barras, director of high performance at the French Federation, FFA. He added that at this stage of his career, he needs something else, with a more directive and challenging coach on a daily basis. For this, the Guadeloupean 2021 European champion in the 60-meter hurdles will come to train in mainland France, where there is no shortage of high-level coaches on hurdles, between Reims, Incep, Créteil, or Portier in particular. Discussions are underway between Bolosian and High Performance to study the different avenues. So that concludes today's video. If you found the video helpful, give us a thumbs up, and don't forget to share the video with your friends and family. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.